I wanted to have this podcast with you, so so that we can discuss multiple things. It's like a real good opportunity. Whenever it's with you, with Dennis, with Alexa, with any member of the team, it's going to be amazing because, in my opinion, every human being has his own qualities, his own interesting topics to talk about. So
Mhm.
I guess it's gonna be really interesting. How do you feel about today?
I always dream about podcasts, so it is the first time. So thank you very much for this invitation and for like for this opportunity for everybody in our
Yes.
team to show their experience, to tell a little bit about real estate and also in our about our company, because it's really interesting, I think, for everybody.
It is indeed. It is in my opinion, for anyone who's like interested in real estate and having a career in real estate, or just real estate knowledge in general. And I believe whenever like we will have any of these podcasts with every member of the team, we're gonna learn a little bit about a personal experiences and what leads a certain person to go for a career in real estate, but more likely about real estate as a field, as a business, as a market, and in general. So thank you so much. It's really a pleasure having this with you. So to start this podcast, I want to ask you a question. If you
Mhm.
would describe yourself in one word, what would it be and why?
Uh, I think it will be pilgrim, if you know what it's mean.
Children,
It's
okay. Mhm.
it's traveler, but with how to say travel by your soul, by your heart.
Yeah.
It's like I always open to opportunity which give me God and the universe, and it's really my life. It's is really very like very strange, maybe in some way. But if God opened for me some doors, I always go to these doors, and I never try to close it. So
That's really good.
yeah, that's why I have like I travel a lot. I live in different country, in China, in Sri Lanka. Right now, I live in USA. So, and not only I travel not only by country, I also travel by my job. So I always
Yes.
change my jobs. So I always take this opportunity. Yeah.
That is
So right
really
now
amazing.
I'm HR in real estate in Miami, and it's really really strange career path because I start my career from police
Wow.
in Russia. So how
Wow.
can
No
come
one, no
can
one would
happen?
believe that. Like you started as a police in Russia, but then transition to HR in real estate in Miami. That's
Miami in USA.
in
So
USA.
yeah, I just think about this today, and it's like how it can happen. Really, really.
It
Yeah.
is. It is indeed like. I guess it's because you're a person who takes on challenges, and at the same time, I don't know. Like this brings me to my next question, which makes me like ask you, what made you transition to HR, and then we will get a little bit like insight. But in my opinion, if you're a person who takes challenges and every opportunity that knocks on your door, you never like let it go. You just okay, who's there? Like it's like knock
Yes,
knock. Who's
yes,
there? Like
yes.
who's talking? Okay, let me see. Let me explore. And this is something really 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 amazing. Like I guess everybody shouldn't miss an opportunity because, in my opinion, an opportunity comes once
Yeah.
in your life. If it comes in your life and you don't
I think
explore,
not. I think
you don't
not
believe that?
once. No, I don't think that. I think that God and universe love it so much, and it can be a lot in your life, but you need to. I think it's like it's habit. If you always close your opportunity, in some day you just would not, could not see this. You will think that yes, I lost my opportunity, but no. If you will just listen your heart, and believe that in this world you
Mhm.
have somebody who is much
Of
more
course,
than you,
of course.
And you will see this opportunity all the time, every day, every moment.
But you wouldn't know momentarily. You wouldn't know. Like if it's a
Yes,
great opportunity, you can't know if it's great or not. Even if you
yes,
miss it, you can't
yes.
say, "Oh, I missed the opportunity." You can't, because I don't believe that word. Like in my opinion, when I say it comes to you once in your life, it doesn't mean like you will get good things once in your life. No, what I mean is you will get an opportunity to be in real estate once in your life with
Yeah,
Dennis,
maybe,
for example,
maybe.
and then you will get an opportunity to be a doctor once in your life. If you miss it, you're in another field. You find yourself different. And I really like the way you described yourself in one word. Like it's not strange for me, like, but it's different. I like different. Like
Mhm.
it different means that it just means that you're a person made for real estate. You know what I mean? Like
Yes, yes.
this is how it goes. So, which brings me to my next question. Can you just walk us a little bit through how you transitioned to real estate?
Oh, it was really magic. Because as I told you, like how I transitioned to HR from police, it was actually easily because I love to work with people for sure. So in police, I also work with people, but in another field. And I understand that I don't want to speak with people from my force. I have
Mm,
force and speak people like this. I want to change it. So I go to international relationship and work there for 3 or 4 years. It was very interesting, but it gave me a lot of pressure. So I tried to find another field, and I met some guy. He was CEO of IT company, and I start my HR in IT. In that time, it was 4 years ago. It was not so popular actually. It just started.
mm,
Right now, everybody in IT, but in
wow,
that moment, it was just start, and
wow.
it was very, very interesting how to create such interesting field as how to create team, how to communicate with this team, how to communicate with these people in this field, and I love it so much. It was really very interesting. And then magic happened. I won green card in USA. Yes, and I understand that I will go to USA. So I understand that I need to say bye bye to my company.
Yeah.
And actually, I tried to find IT company in USA because it's also very popular. But I find in Instagram Wolsen Real Estate, and I find apartment of my dream. You can see it in my. And I just followed by to Dennis. And then I saw that he tried to find the chart and said, okay, this is my
This is
opportunity.
the
Because like
wow.
I see that this like my dream. And I didn't know anything about real estate. Really, I'm never interested in this field because I was like full in
Yeah.
IT. Yeah, and I just saw that he tried to find that, and I say, okay, I want to try. And I came here. It was really, really magic for me, and it's very, very different world. So good.
It is. How different is real estate than IT? How do you think this compares? How do you think real estate
Oh, I
compares?
think it's like it's like north and south.
Wow,
It's like
that
very,
much.
yeah, it's really because real estate is. I don't know how to say. Can I ask you what is real estate for you? How you can describe it?
Uh, I will describe real estate for me in 2024
Uh-huh.
as like one word. If I were to describe in one word, I would say investment. And
Uh,
if I were to use more words, I would say opportunity.
mhm.
This is how I would describe real estate, because in the moment I still believe that a lot of people do not understand how important a real estate investment is. I don't think many people understand, but
Yes.
the reason is, growing up, people don't get any kind of education about finances, about money, about investments. And when they reach a certain age, or when they reach a certain amount of money that they have, now they understand that it's either up or down.
Mhm,
It will
mhm.
never stay still. It's either up or down. If you want to
Yes.
go up, you need to maximize your assets and lower your liabilities. And then when they understand this, which they should have understood like 10, 20, 30 years ago. But now they understand it. They're like, what's the best asset that I could own? Ah, real estate, because it will only grow in value. Like,
Yes,
see the
yes.
properties in Miami and how much they started for 10, 20, 30 years ago. It's way different than today.
Yes,
And
you see, you can describe it as like a sales agent. Yes,
yes,
this part. And for me, for HR, I can say that real estate for me is changeable. It's like, if you want one world, is this is changeable. It's the most changeable field, I think, in the world, because everything change all the time, and
yes,
even something happen in economics, it will change in real estate for sure.
indeed.
It takes you like, that's why if you want to work in this field, you need to realize it that and right now it's it's very popular to be how to say, very comfortable when world is changed. This is very good soft skill. But
Yes,
I think everybody who work in real estate, they have this soft skill all the time, that they,
yes,
they
indeed.
know that everything is changed. So,
Indeed.
so I think that if you work in real estate, if you work here for a long time, you like genius of this world of this time, really, because you have the most important skill, soft skill for
Yes.
this time is like to be comfortable with change, with changing that happens in between you. So yeah.
Before I did real estate myself, I was in healthcare. I guess you already know that I was
Yeah.
in healthcare, and I used to teach anesthesiology, nursing, and resuscitation. And when I used to teach, like, the one word that there is, it's nursing. And I used to teach the students that a human being, like, the way we define a human being was variable from the start of this field of nursing and health till
Hmm.
today. So it started as your environment has a
Hmm.
direct effect on you. If we
Yes. Yes.
improve the environment, we will improve your health. This
Yes.
was a woman whose name is Florence Nightingale, and this was a really, really, really long time ago. And she saw that, and they improved the environment for the soldiers, and their health was improving indeed. The ages went away and went on and went on and went on, years and years and years. Now we're treating a human being as a person. If he is healthy, he should be able to adapt to his environment. You have to adapt to all the changes, whatever. And in real estate, as you said, this is an amazing soft skill to have
Yeah.
for you as a person. And to adapt, it's really easy to say the word adapt, but then when
Hmm.
you dive into it, to adapt, you need to stay up to date. You need to learn about multiple fields, things that you shouldn't know, but you should know for your
Yeah.
job. Which brings me to my next question. For you, what skills that are transferable from IT to real estate, HR wise, I'm talking? Like, what skills do you find transferable?
uh Transferable from IT.
Mhm.
I think it's maybe it's not so popular because
Okay.
everybody thinks that in IT, people not so communication. They have not like
Oh,
such good communication, but it's not so. IT may be very close, but when you come to company, to teams, the most important thing that you can need to have is communications. You need
communication.
to communicate with your team very good and very fast and very honestly.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
I think this is the same like in real estate. In real estate, the most important skills for person who want to sell is communication. It's
Yeah.
try to really understand what's person want from like in his life. So this is, I think, common things in IT in real estate, but it's not like so for first sight you can
Yeah.
see it's not like this. Yeah, but this is common.
This is common. Understand. So communication is key. As you said, like, it's it's different. Like when you say IT and real estate, the way you communicate is different, but still the same skill is needed. Like this is a
Yes,
transferable
yes,
skill.
yes.
The same skill is needed, which is communication. So that is indeed as I expected this answer to be, because yeah, that is how exactly I expected it.
Really?
Yes, I exactly, like I was thinking when I ask a question, at the same time I'm listening to you, and I have in my mind a preset, like what could she answer? Like I know a little bit about IT. I don't know much, but I don't know HR. So what could you say? And the first thing that I'm thinking about communication, which is, I think people are preaching it now. And do you see those entrepreneurs, rich entrepreneurs, influencers on Instagram and YouTube? They start to talk about how to sell, how to become rich, and how to do that, and how to do that. But the first
Yeah.
thing they teach is communication. Don't
Yes,
say
yes.
this, say this. Don't do this, do this. Don't communicate like this, communicate like this. So I
Yeah,
guess
yeah.
it is indeed communication, and it is needed in real estate. Oh, trust me, it is needed.
Yes, it's very needed, and I think it's like, the most important thing that we, um, when we talk about communications, we think that we mean that I need to talk a lot,
Yeah, no.
but the most important thing that you need to do for communication, it's to hear
To
what
listen.
talk
Yes.
about, because, and the most important thing that I usually study in IT, because this is really what I do as a HR in IT. I learn them how to communicate with each other,
Yeah.
and that's why right now in real estate, I usually, when I choose candidates, I see how
Listen.
we can communicate. And usually if you come to our company, if you come to my interview, you will see that I ask you a lot of questions, but the main part of interview, when I ask you to ask me questions. So this is the most important thing. And if candidate tell me, oh, so it's okay, I have no
I have
questions.
no
So
questions. Yeah.
for me, it's mean that you're not good at communications, because in
Yes.
communications, the most important thing, questions from you to your client, because nobody want to talk about you or about real estate. Everybody want to talk about themselves. That's
Wow.
all. So that's why
Wow.
I wait on interview always that you will ask me questions about your future job. And this is like, it's like a little life hack how
Wow.
to be on interview.
That's
The
not
most,
just a little life hack, though. That's not a little. That's definitely not little. No, what you're saying is huge, and people don't understand this. There is a quote: "The smartest person in the room doesn't talk a lot. He
yes,
listens."
yes,
That's the
yes,
smartest person. That's when you know I'm smart. But then the loudest person in the room is the most one who's afraid to be looked
yes,
at as not smart or ignorant or
yeah,
the
yeah,
stupidest. So it's always to listen, because you know what? I've noticed this a lot of times, when you let a person talk, they say a lot of things, a lot of things, a lot of things, a lot. You have all their power points and lower points. And I know this why, because my father, he used to be a teacher, okay, at high school. And
yeah.
he told me this. He told me, listen, before you write anything, like in the writing section in your exam, essay, for example,
Okay.
if you write too much, you will make errors. If you
Yeah.
write a little bit,
Yeah.
you
This
won't
is
get much points. Write like in moderation. So it's the same as talking. When you talk too much, you will make a little bit mistakes. I will know a little
yes.
bit more about you. When you talk just a little bit, that's not communication. When you talk in moderation, you ask, you listen, and
Yes.
that's
And when
communication.
you ask questions is much better, because
Yes.
you have no, you didn't have any mistakes, but you can know a lot from another person. And in real estate, it's the most important thing. You know.
Yes.
Yes.
Because you need to listen. So this is what you're saying. So now linking it to real estate, like let's link it to real estate. For example, I'm on a call with a client. The
Yeah.
client wants a home in this particular project or in this particular area, so I have to listen to him, what he wants. Then for me, I'm not going to say, oh, okay, thank you so much, write it down and go search. No, because I need to ask him,
Yeah.
Do you want it to be oceanfront or not? Do you want to be on the highest floors of this building, lower floors of this building? Doesn't it matter? And then you keep going. And as you're asking, he gives you more insights. You
Yeah. Yeah.
ask, listen, and like this is real estate. It's very, very much needed. And I guess at the first time when I started working at Wolsen Real Estate,
Mhm.
Yuri, he told me, Nizar, here is an advice for you. And I will always have this advice in my mind. He told me, Nizar, listen, whenever you talk to a client, match his energy. I'm like, I don't understand. He's like, match his energy. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, for example, I just woke up. It's 10 a.m. I just took my breakfast. I'm going out. I'm driving, whatever. I told you, okay, you can talk. But then I just started my day. I don't have too much energy. And usually when I started at Wolsen Real Estate, I had a lot of energy. And as I am talking, I'm like, hello, so what do you need, sir? You know? But then the person is like, yeah, I need 2 bedroom. He speaks so slow and I'm so fast. He's like,
Okay, you need to match. Yes,
he's like, you
yes.
need to match his energy. If he's
Great.
talking fast, you speak fast. If he's
Yeah.
so loud, you be loud. If he's, just match the energy. And this is a great demonstration of why listening is very
Yes.
important.
Yes.
So yeah, thank you so much for bringing that up. I wanted to ask you, what is one thing that you wish you knew before entering HR and real estate? Like you wish you had it in
Oh
mind.
my God, it's not only one.
Oh, tell me. I'm all ears. Tell me.
The first thing that I know when I came in real estate is that in real estate you need to be very patient, very patient,
Yes.
because here in this field nothing depends from you, nothing, and this is
Oh,
like, that's why I can tell you that this is the great opportunity to do this soft skill about changeable, yes, and to be very patient and realize that it's just like your client, you need to wait. Yes, you can push something, we have some tips, but you need just relax.
wow.
Relax and wait.
You're talking about yourself, but at the same time, you're talking about me. You know?
Yes,
You-
because I'm in the same field, because okay, I'm not real estate agent. I'm just try to find um, like person for us, and this is the same. When people come to our field, when people come to our company, they just could not like realize how it's happened. Yes, and they're like. Uh, they don't know what's mean be patient. Really, it means like they want fast results. They
Fast
want like,
results. Yeah.
okay,
The
my
minute they see
house
real
is
estate
real
money,
estate,
that's
a
it.
lot of money right now.
Yeah.
Even like you tell everybody, no, you need to wait. So you need, like, it's not depends from you. It's like, yeah, everybody say, yeah, 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 I'm realized, but I can change it. I can move
Yes.
forward. It's like,
Yes.
okay, that's great. Yeah, and you see how people who come to our, like in our field, they just this broke them.
Yeah,
Really, there's like to be patient. It's the most how to say challenge for a lot of us, because we
already.
think that we can change something.
Of course.
As we told in the beginning, yes, that we can change world,
Yeah.
we can change, I don't know, real estate field, we can change our clients, we can change everything.
Yeah,
Yeah, but it's never worked like this. It's
doesn't.
You can change everything if you just relax. Like
Really,
relax.
the way you're saying it is just amazing. I like as I told you, come to think about it, whether HR or real estate agents or whatever, in real estate, the most important thing is patience. Like you have to
Yes,
be patient. And one thing you said, which I love, you said nothing depends on you. Not much. Let's rephrase it and say not
but not
much
much.
depends on you. Yes, it depends on how many contacts you make, how many pushes you're pushing the client, how many follow-ups. You're proving your worth to the client, but then
Yes,
it's all up to the client. I told this to my mother. Like one day she asked me, Nizar, you haven't like, where are all the deals? Like this, she's like, where are all the deals? She's like, it's been a long time. I'm like, listen, mom, I cannot explain to you how much pressure I'm putting on the job. But what I can tell you is, if if I told you right now, buy a home, how much time would it take you? She's like, well, yeah, it would take me a long time. I have to decide, see with your father, see with you, see with a lot. Like I have to check a lot of boxes and the money and all of that. I'm like, if you wanted to buy a phone, she's like, yeah, I can buy tomorrow. I'm like, see, this
Yes,
is the difference.
and you know what I love in our company? It's really great that our CEO, Dennis,
Yeah,
he's the main person in our company, that he will never ask you about where is this, where is our
yeah.
contracts, where is our deals, guys. He really, so he show everybody in the team how to be patient, because he's really great in this. I
That's
think
how
that's
I
why
learned it.
he is very, yes, because he can even I was like, come on, where is our agents? We need to customer. And he's like,
Yes, yes.
okay, it's okay, just don't push them, it's okay. So
But he
that's why it's
understands.
really great. Yes.
He
And
understands, and I guess if you saw in the previous podcast, I never knew where he had that kind of thinking of perspective of things. But when I sat with him and we spoke a little bit, and he told me a little bit about his background and where he worked and how strict it was where he worked and how strict he is right now, I understand. It takes patience. You need to be patient, and he teaches us that not by not saying where are the contracts. He's always like, so what do we have? What are we doing? What are we working? The most important word I would say here from Dennis is trust. He trusts his people. If he trusts you, for me, I swear, when I started, I haven't told this to anyone, Milana, but I'll tell you. So this is an opportunity. I don't know. Like we're speaking
you
about
know
Dennis.
that everybody will see
Yes,
this.
of course. I know that Dennis will see this as well. But then no, let's
Okay.
talk about it. This is important to me and important for anyone who wants to get in real estate, or especially Wolsen Real Estate. Okay. So when I started working, I saw how much trust Dennis had in the team. In Yuri,
Yes.
in Alexa. So let's just talk agents. In Yuri, Alexa, Irina, Denny, how much trust he had in them. And at the first meetings, the way he spoke, I'm like, wow, I have to earn his trust, because I know that I don't have it now, because the way he spoke about the agents was amazing. I'm like, wow, I want him to speak like this about me.
Yes.
I want him to say, yeah, Nizar, I want him to be with me for 10 years, 20 years. I want him to earn his money, to get the deals, to get this, to get that. And I'm like, damn, I want him to talk this way about me. So I'm like, how can I do it? I can't just go and say good words to the man. Like, he's busy, and you can't just go and say words. You need to prove yourself. So I'm like,
Yes.
listen,
Yes.
I'm gonna dedicate myself to the job. I'm gonna do what it takes and earn his trust.
Yes.
Days go by, and I'm like, okay, I feel the trust now. And it's the best thing. It's way better than the contracts, way better than the money, because he knows that the money will come, the contracts will come, because you're doing what you should be doing, and that's real estate. Do what you gotta do, and all is up to the client. Because
And
here, yeah,
I want to tell you that Dennis show you, like, it's very good, like for SEO, when you did not tell what to do, but you show how to do, because when
yes,
he trusts you, he show you how you need to do with your clients, that your
yes,
clients also need to trust you, because if you will not have this trust in our team, our clients also will not trust us, really, because
exactly.
like trust is not for us. Yeah, so that's why if you come to a team in real estate, maybe in another company, and you see that everybody like in team is not trust to each other,
Yeah,
everybody's like fight to each other, it's not good.
it's not a
Like
good
real
thing.
estate, it will not work for sure. But when you come to a team where CEO trusts to everybody and everybody trusts to each other, so it means that their clients also will trust you.
Indeed,
So
Indeed.
This is the second what I did not expect in real estate. This is
This
you
is the
know
second. Yeah.
it's very different from another field. In
100%.
IT you have special, how to say, workplace, and you have
Mhm.
like task, and you need just do this, and you could not, it's not about trust, they can check you. Is they just doing your code and they see, okay, you did not do this or you do some mistakes.
Yeah.
So yeah, they trust in another way. They
Yes.
trust, but they always check.
But they always check. Yes.
In
Yes.
real estate, you could not check.
Yeah.
This was so surprisable for me, because when I came to Dennis, maybe he will remember, first or second months, I asked them, okay, where is your plan? Where is how you could plan your weeks, how you plan your months, how you plan your years? He told me, it's like, it's not work like this here.
Just look like this. Come
Like
on.
this, and that's me about it's like,
That's
what?
amazing to
How
know.
I can check everybody? Yeah, and now I understand why, because you could not do this with your clients. Your clients, you could not ask them, "Hey, come on, we have our plan for this month, so buy, buy."
Yeah. By this.
Oh, come
Yeah.
on, we have this
Yeah.
plan. You
Yes.
couldn't do
Yo.
this. Yeah,
Oh
that's
God.
why we couldn't do this in our team. Yeah,
That is indeed, that is very interesting to know for me.
this is very different from my team.
What do you think for you? Like, let's talk about talent acquisition in real estate. Like, how does the market influence it, and how do you think? Just how do you think? Let me just rephrase it in another way, because the market trends would have a little bit of influence on talent acquisition, but the most influence there is just the world current situation right now, with all the improvements in every single field, like AI, like all the fields. People are looking into getting jobs in different areas. How challenging is it to get the talents in real estate, like talent acquisition here?
I'm as a HR, I never look at what's happening in the world. Really, I
Hmm.
don't believe this. I think that people the same in all the time. Really,
Wow.
I think that everybody, we saw that, yes, everything changed, like different generation. But if you will see deeper, we are the same. Really, we
Yeah.
afraid is the same people, the same thing. Yes,
Wow.
we afraid to lose money. We're afraid to lose. So it's not about this. But I want to tell you about again about Dennis, about ourselves, because
Of
he's really
course.
good.
Of course.
I really learn a lot about real estate from him, and he's really great. And when I talk with him that okay, because in IT it was very different search about people in IT. It was very different. In real estate is like you know it's always surprised, because you could not find something, some education. It can be different,
Yeah.
who can be very good in real estate. Here experience, it also can be different. Age, from what country, it's very different. You could not find some perfect candidates from
Mm,
this
mm.
perfect education with perfect experience.
Yeah.
uh, Something happened with my video, sorry.
It's all right. Of course.
Yes, and I asked Dennis, so how I can do this, how I need some systems, how we can find this talent people who can be in
Hmm.
real estate.
Hmm. Hmm.
And he told me such you know it was very interesting conversation, and he told me, we like pearl hunter, you know pearl
Wow.
in the sea, when you
Yes.
catch when
Yes.
you
Yes.
catch this one, I forget how to say it, and you open, and you can see, is
Oh,
this
those
pearl?
shells. Yeah.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
shells
Okay.
open,
Uh-huh.
and you see, is it pearl here or
Yeah.
not? And you
Hmm.
close it, and broken, and in summer, so it's the same.
Wow.
You just take person, you give him all what we have, and then you can see he can open, and we can see like this pearl, like you was our pearl Nizar.
Thank you.
Really, no shell
Thank
with
you.
pearl
It's
for
really
us,
glad to
really.
hear that. It's really not.
But we never could see this in the first interview or in first months. We never could see this. But after 6 months, yeah, we can see. Okay, here is our pearl or not. This
Wow.
is our star or not.
Wow.
So this is very different. That's mean for me. I'm also like a real estate. I just trust and patience.
Yes.
I don't have
Yes. You need the
trust
same
and
skills. Wow.
yes, the
And
same
it's
skill.
challenging. It's challenging.
Very
Like
challenging.
I'm thinking
Really
about it for
hard.
everyone. It's challenge. Like for me, I'm like, okay, listen, Milana's HR, and everyone has his own, task, marketing, whether whatever. And I'm like, we can't compare. But when you think about it, it's the same thing for everyone.
Yes.
Whether you're HR or an agent or a broker, like it's
On marketing is the same because they
exactly
always find something
some
and
yes.
wait and
Wow.
trust. It's like it's the same because this is real estate.
Of
When
course.
you come to real estate, when you decided to come to real estate, you need to be patient and need to trust.
Yes. Yes, indeed. That's really the most important. These are the most important qualities. I was going to ask you about that, but then see how we conducted our podcast. We actually have had answers for a lot of questions that I don't think me and you we would have asked. So it was really good to have these kind of input, which brings me also to the real estate industry right now. You and me, we understand, like we're tapping into it. It's really evolving. Miami is not the same. Real estate in the USA, in the world, is not the same. we can
Yes.
we can start comparing about the real estate in Dubai and in Miami, which is like
Very.
very different, and there are a lot of similarities, a lot of differences. So but the main important statement is real estate industry is just evolving so much. What
Yeah.
excites you the most about this like evolution about real estate? What excites you? What excitement do you get? Like what excites you about these changes in real estate?
Oh, I can say you that everything excite me in real estate. Um, mm, I can tell you that if you're not in real estate and you can come to even in different country, it's not about only in
Not about
Miami.
yes.
For example, when you come to Miami or to another big city,
Mhm.
you can say that okay. I think that in this city or in this country, real estate is enough. So
Oh wow.
nothing will change. You
Mm.
just if you're not in real estate.
Mhm.
So you can see that like it's a lot of building already built, a lot of project also already create. But then you can see that uh, it's always change as it
Yes.
oh,
Yes.
always change, and you like even in Miami when you come, that's a new project in Miami Mandarin. And when
Yes.
you come to Brick Hill, you can see this like it's everything is busy. How it can create a new project here? You know? And then
Yes.
you see they can say show you that will be broken
Demolished. Yeah.
one,
Yeah. Yeah.
a
Yeah.
lot of roads, different bridges, like it's like, oh my god, you
Wow.
understand? After 1 year, you will come back and everything will again change.
You
You
wouldn't have
know,
expected it. That was.
yes, even you couldn't expect it. So I think that in real estate, in every field of real estate, like so amazing people that change everything all the time. It was like I just want to tell you that today I saw a very interesting film, a Russian film,
Okay.
and it was about studying. So it's university and students, and this was lecture of some person. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So this teacher, he come to one student and ask him some questions, and these students he take his phone and check this question, the answer on this phone, and start to read.
Mm-hmm.
The teacher was so angry, he just take his phone and say, "Okay, come continue without your phone." And he say, "Hey, come on, come back me my phone, and for what I
Yeah.
need to tell you everything. I always with my phone, so it's like I don't need to have it in my brain. And teacher was, he just, of course, he gives him his phone and tells them, you need to realize that you are a generation which can change everything in this world. But if you have nothing in your mind, how you can change it?
Yeah.
And one guy, he sit in this room and he told, in this world, we could not change nothing. And
Wow.
in this moment, this teacher, he told him such words that I understand this. Oh my God, this is amazing. He looked at him and he told him, you tell me this only because you are not such person who can change something.
Wow.
But like, it means that if you feel that you can change something, you will never tell this.
Wow.
Because you feel that you can change it. So
Wow.
I think in real estate work people who realize that they can change something.
Mm-hmm.
So because
Wow.
they're
Yes.
patient, they really understand that everything is changeable. So they understand that, okay, I also can change something too.
Yes. Yes.
So this is amazing.
You said it at the start. I don't think you noticed, but I think you said it at the start of the podcast. When we started talking, we talked about opportunities on doors, and you said you have to believe that there's someone or something up there that's making good things for you, which is the secret. Do you know the book, The Secret?
Yes,
I
I
haven't
know.
read it all. I just read the start of it. I haven't finished it, but I'm like, okay, I see where this is going. This is amazing. And this is the secret that most people should know. Let's don't dive into does law of attraction exist or not, or all of that, but just try it with yourself. I'm gonna tell you two things. First thing, if you believe something good will happen, trust me, it will happen.
Yes.
If you 100% strongly believe that something good will happen, it will happen. And this is for all real estate agents, HR, marketing, for everybody. When they all have to believe that something good is coming. Not because I'm putting in the work. Yeah, I'm putting in the work, of course. I'm doing the what, but then the when I don't control. But there will be a good when, there will be. You have to believe it.
This, like we discussed in one moment, we discussed it. You cannot change nothing at one moment, but in the same moment, you can change your mind and you can believe that something can change for the good time or for the bad time. It doesn't matter, and you can take part of this change. You can take part, and this is like it's great when, for example. I heard from from our agent like Alexa or Yuri when somebody did not want to sell or did not want to buy this apartment, and then you help person to realize that he need to do this, like to change something. And he bought something, or sell something, and he's like saying, oh my God, everything changed in my life. So and when you go to real estate, you're part of this, when person like think, okay, I can buy a very small house with something, and then you open for him all opportunity. It's like, oh my God, I can really change my life by real estate.
Yes, indeed. Yes,
this is
indeed.
amazing about real estate.
I mean, it is indeed amazing. And let me ask you this, and then I'll tell you what I would suggest. What advice can you give? Like, what advice could you give to anyone who wants to get into HR or real estate, or just real estate, whether an agent, whatever? What advice would you give?
My advice is, if you never have this experience, try to be open to everything. What will happen, good or bad? Try to be open and just remember that this is new field for you, and you will learn a lot. even you have very good experience in previous job, and you think you're very good and you are very, like, you know everything, just forget about this.
Wow.
And you come to real estate, you will start from the beginning and just relax,
Yeah.
just be patient, as we
Yes.
told, and just trust yourself. And for me, it's and another good advice: try to find a good team.
Yeah.
It's very
Oh
important.
my God.
Very
Yes.
important.
I was going to say, so before I say what advice I think is good, I was going
Mhm.
to say this. Wow. Uh, you said you need to believe. Most people, when they need to believe in something like that is like good going to happen, they need a reason. Most people search a reason. My reason was Dennis before joining the team, like before knowing him as a person. I swear I'm not lying, not because he's the boss or whatever, but I swear he was my reason. And my friend can vouch for me. I told him, listen, I read this man's story and I want to learn more about him. And wow, I need to. I watched his videos on YouTube. I saw the way he's talking. I saw his jokes. I saw his personality. I'm like, wow, if everything I'm reading and I'm seeing about this man is good, I believe in this. I believe in this team. I believe in what we're doing. And I got in. So what you said right now, like find a good team, that's
Yeah.
very important as well. You wouldn't know at the start, but then the energy you will feel a good energy for people. And then you will say, oh, okay, this is where I should be. This is where I belong. So I guess this is an amazing advice that you're giving, Milana. It's amazing. And my advice, I think whenever I give any advice, it's always not my proper, a lot of people's, which is better. Because let me just quote, this is an MMA fighter. He's the most successful
Mhm.
fighter basically in the world. His name is Conor McGregor. And he said this,
Of course, I know him.
you know him.
Yes,
He
of course.
said this, and I really love what he said. He said, listen, if you say you will wake up at 9 a.m., wake up at 9 a.m. If you say you will eat this food, eat this food. If you say you will not do this, don't do it. If you give yourself these things and you don't do them, this is a failure. Like you say you wake up at 9 a.m., but then you wake up at 11. You say you will not eat this food, but then you
Yes.
eat it. You say you will not train, but then you train. You say these things and you don't do them. Failure, 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 failure. It will make you a failure. You will be a failure because it's 100 failures a week. What are you expecting in your life to be good? Whatever you say, you need to do it. Then you wake up at 9 a.m. I will wake up tomorrow at 9 a.m. I will contact this lead. I will talk to him. I will do this. I will read this. I do this every day in my life. I write it down. I write it down. I'm going to contact these people. I'm going to talk. I'm going to do this. And if I don't do it tomorrow and I sleep, I'm like, oh my God, this was a waste of my time. I
Yeah.
wasted a day in my life.
Very good.
And this is
Yes.
very good that he's saying because people don't know this. Yes, you project good things to happen. You are in charge of what, but someone is in charge of when.
Mhm.
You're in charge of what. Do what you gotta do. Have it your way. But then when it doesn't depend on you, relax. Don't stress out. Do your thing.
Just trust,
Trust.
trust,
Oh
be
my God.
patient.
We said it at the same time. Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Today it's like, trust, be patient,
It
and
is
believe that
amazing.
everything is changeable.
It is
So you
amazing.
never know how it will be tomorrow.
I
Let's see.
swear it is amazing. And I really enjoyed this. I really enjoyed this podcast with you, Milana. Like
Yes.
I think I've had answers to many questions in my head, and at the same time, we've had answers to questions that we didn't even think about. Like
Yes.
it's amazing. If you would ask, I told you advice for real estate agents who want to, like HR, whoever wants to get in the field. For you, if you wanted to ask me, I am an aspiring real estate agent as well. Like I'm still looking in the field. I'm still like diving in. If you had a question for me, what would it be? If you wanted to ask me something, what would you have asked?
Yes, yes. I want to ask you. Of course, I'm really like HR of Wolsen Real Estate. Sorry me, but this all what I want to know. I just want to ask you, what's you tell about Dennis. But can you tell me what's Wolsen Real Estate mean for you? It's not only
Oh,
this whole team. How you
oh yeah.
can describe it and
Oh
what
wow. Wow. That caught me off guard, the question, because if I was to talk about Wolsen Real Estate, most people, if they want to talk about their job, they're gonna say, I like it here, my job, my people, my team is my family, my dad, but most don't mean it. Most people don't mean it. They're just saying this, for show,
yeah,
or
yeah.
saying this but what I want to say, Wolsen Real Estate, without talking about the team, it's an opportunity, a really great opportunity, because this is not a team ran by someone who wants to make money. No, it's not. It's a team run by someone who's dedicated to the field, who's dedicated to helping his team reach their goals, and at the same time, who has a lot of experience in the field, and who puts his word who puts his word. I don't know what's the saying, but whatever he says, it's true. If he says he will do this, he does it. If he says he will not do this, he will not do it. And Wolfson Real Estate, for me, number one is, let me just give you three words. Let's do it this way so that I
Okay.
can better explain Wolfson Real Estate. Wolfson Real Estate is Dennis. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wolfson Real Estate is Dennis. Wolfson Real Estate is future. It's number two. It's the
Okay.
future. Number three, Wolfson Real Estate is trust, which we already said. These three things. Number one, it's Dennis, because he shapes it to be what it is today,
Mm-hmm.
because
Dennis
he,
is our CEO. I want
yes,
to say,
indeed, Dennis is our
Dennis,
CEO,
Dennis.
and he's the boss, and basically he has been in Miami for years and years, and he has a lot of experience in the field here, and he has
Can you tell me that? What do you think? Is Dennis leader?
yes.
He is
By
boss.
word, he's leader. He's a leader, not a boss.
Also
No,
think
he's
this.
not a boss. Like, he's not a boss, because a leader does tells you, a boss, he tells you, you have to do this at this
Yeah,
time, do this, blah, blah, blah. A leader, he tells you, this is how things are done. If you do it this way, you will reach
yeah,
the
yeah.
potential, you will reach your goal. He shows you how to do. He does it himself. That's what's better. So why I said Dennis, that's Wilson Real Estate. When I said future, it's Alexa, it's Yuri, it's me, it's you, it's everybody. That's when I say future, because these people are already, like, I'm already learning a lot from Alexa. Alexa is our head of the sales department, for everyone to know. Like, when I say the future, it's the same qualities. You will not find anyone here that is not. We are all the same at some level. Everybody trusts everybody the way you said it, and no one doubts you. If you put in the job, if you learn exactly what is said to you, and like what's taught to you, you will. The talk you will have with Dennis, you will have the same one with Alexa. The
Yes.
talk you have with Alexa, you will have the same one with Yuri. It's the same thing. It's the same thing, basically. Why? Because we all, as you said, we trust, and we are believers. We believe good things are coming. We know the field. And the last thing that I said, trust. We
Mm-hmm.
trust each other. Wolsen Real Estate, at Wolsen Real Estate, we trust each other. We do
Yeah.
the job, and I couldn't be more grateful. And what it means to me, 100%, it means a family for me. I have my own small family, but at the same time, this is my family. You cannot say it's not, because you work every single day with each other. You talk every single day to each other. You face challenges, obstacles, and good things together. If that's not family, what's family? Family is blood. I understand. But at the same time, if you have trust, if you have a leader, and if you have, like, every house has a leader. Our house has Dennis. So that's why we're talking too much about him. it's not,
Okay,
it's
that's
not,
great.
it's not because he's the boss, but we're talking about Dennis because,
Yeah,
the
yeah, I
house is
think
run
it's
by him.
great. I think it's great because what you're talking, it's very cool. It's like we have leader,
Yes,
we have trust,
indeed. Yes.
uh, and we have future. And it's like you also it tells this word, and I also put it to here is opportunity.
Yes.
Yes, like future and opportunity is the same in some way. but it's really great to have opportunity in this company.
100%. Listen, if anyone wants to join Wolsen Real Estate, let's just say it here. Let me say it. I know people are gonna see this, but if anyone wants to join Wolsen Real Estate, just make sure you're a person who has a vision. You're a person who wants his future to be changed. It will not be the same for you. Today is not like 6 months from now, a year from now, 2 years from now. Don't be too forward. Be too patient. See, there is nothing as being too patient. Just be too patient. Good. That's amazing. Just be too
Yes.
patient and results will come. Uh, here at Wolsen Real Estate, we're not welcoming people to a family, because we will not say that. We say we welcome people into a family. You will become a member of the family if you have these qualities: the trust, the patience, the positivity. That's number one. You have to be a positive person. You can't, every negative thing is positivity. Example, so that we can really put this to work, or like put my words to my mouth, or whatever the saying is. If a client tells me he's not interested, there are two types of people. One who would not be in Wolsen Real Estate, mostly, who would say, "Oh, okay, thank you, sir. Bye." This is not this is not our
You're not also real estate
yeah,
person.
you're not a Wolsen Real Estate person.
We will say you goodbye after 1 month. For
Exactly.
sure.
If he says not interested and you go like, "May I know the reason? Are you considering another city? Is Miami not interested anymore? Is the pricing higher for you? Do you not look for like pre-construction projects, or do you not want ready to move in?" But you find opportunity in every no. If you have that in you, you're welcome to Wilson Real Estate. That's all I'm
Yes.
gonna say.
Welcome to Tools. And if you want to join us, you can go to our website
Of course.
and you will see how you can join us.
And then you will meet Milana, hopefully. So if you guys
That's
want to
the truth.
join, Wilson
And
Real
if,
Estate is hiring.
yes, if you heard this podcast, you will hear my main how to say how to be in this interview. Yeah,
Exactly. Here,
what
here
you
you
need
will
to do.
prepare to your interview. Don't go watch any YouTube video or anything. Just watch this one, and you will succeed your interview. Thank you so much, Milana. It's a pleasure talking to you. It's
Yes,
it's
thank
uh,
you
it's
so
really an honor to have you on this podcast. I've learned a lot, and we discussed a lot of things about real estate from another point of view. Before I discussed with Dennis the future of the market and how AI is going to affect it, and all of the trends and whatever is going on in Miami. We dived a little bit into personal details, but in this podcast, we're talking about mostly, like in my opinion, I know more about it's not I know more. I already knew about these qualities that I should have, but like I'm emphasizing on them. I'm
Mhm.
looking, like sometimes there is something put in front of you, but you're not looking. You know
Yeah,
it's there, but you're not looking. But now I'm like, okay, trust, positivity, future, opportunity. This is all there is, and patience, 100%. Do you want to say anything before we can end this podcast, Milana? Do
yeah.
you
I
have
also
anything?
want to say thank you. I really appreciate your answers, and I really appreciate your questions. It was really great, and
So much.
thank you that you give me this a vision of wealth and real estate.
Thank you
Really,
so
for
much.
me, for HR, it's very important, and it's great that you shared it here with another person. Maybe somebody really wants to join real estate, and right now they can hear uh, what challenge is for them. It's to be in real estate, and how they can understand if they want to be here, if they need to be here or not.
Of course.
So thank you a lot. It was great.
My pleasure. Thank you so much. And have a great day. And thank you so much for anyone who's watching us. And to the next podcast, we will have more and more to discuss. We'll bring Milana again and we'll talk again about another topic. And
Yes,
then we will have more
together.
candidates. Maybe we'll have more people joining us. So thank you so much and have a great day.